Okay, so this chair, if I could get it through the damn door, is supposed to be able to hold someone who weighs 300 pounds. In order to test this chair out accurately, I went out of my way to gain extra weight to meet that 300-pound mark. And that means today we're gonna find out if this chair is really capable of supporting my fat ass. But before we do, here's a word from today's sponsor.
This video is sponsored by Wondershare Demo Creator. Screen recording and video editing simplified for all. Available for free for both Windows and Mac. You can record your computer screen and webcam together or separately. Edit your recorded videos with interactive effects like annotations, and then export in different formats such as MP4, MOV, and GIF. You can download Wondershare Demo Creator for free today by clicking the link in the description.
All right, so I'm all done building the VanSpace EC02 office chair, and here's gonna be my first time taking a squat in it. So here we go. Huh. Okay. Okay, so it's been a few days and I've been able to put this chair to the test. And wow, I'm actually very surprised that I'm going to say this, but this chair is worth more than they're charging right now on Amazon. So you see it in the title, this chair is $160. If you're not familiar with the chair market, that's pretty damn cheap regardless. If you go into Staples, you're going to see similar chairs for even more money. I mean, we're talking at least $200. And the fact that this supports up to 300 pounds is a really big deal. Whether you're fat or not, having something that supports more weight is a great thing. With that said though, a price tag of $160 doesn't really require a lot of bells and whistles to be worth that price. However, I do think this chair checks a lot of the boxes when it comes to requirements that people are looking for in a decent chair. But there are still cons, of course, and that's to be expected. So with that said, let's do it. Let's go around the chair and check it out. First things first, we gotta talk about these arms. In my opinion, I do wish they were a little bit longer, but it's not the end of the world. I would compare them to dinosaur arms, you know, like just, but anyways, the other thing you need to know is that they fold up. I don't know if that's a feature people are necessarily looking for in a chair, but for certain people, it does have its benefits, okay? Think about playing a guitar. It's actually extremely useful for something like that. However, I don't know many other reasons you need that to go up. The last thing I'll say about the arms is that there is no controls. So in a gaming chair, you'll usually have something called 4D armrests, and you could pull it forward, push it back, pull it up, pull it down, side to side, stuff like that. But here, it's in a fixed position. Of course, you could do this, and that's really the extent of it. One thing I found weird during assembly was the resistance knob was just dangling, and you have to actually attach it to the chair yourself, which is weird. I've built many chairs and I've never had to do that, but a very minor inconvenience for some. The real inconvenience, in my opinion, is where it's placed. It really sticks out of the chair and it's really close to the front. Whereas on other chairs, the resistance knob is actually kind of either like in the back here or it's under the chair. So kind of weird, might bug some people depending on how they sit because it could actually like hit your leg, but really not the end of the world. And plus, this actually controls your lumbar. So if you use that often, then I guess maybe you won't mind. Speaking of assembly, you could put this thing together super fast. The only part that can be a little bit tricky is attaching this piece to this piece. Sometimes getting the holes to line up is a nightmare, and maybe you've experienced that with your own chair, but once you get past that, I mean, it literally is so freaking simple. One of the most important features for people when it comes to a comfortable chair is the ability to recline. And at first, I actually didn't even think you could because there's only one paddle. But then I looked at the paddle and realized, yes, it's to control up and down, but it also goes right and left to free and lock the ability to recline. In order to free it, you just pull this out and it barely moves. It's kind of weird, like you don't even know that you actually just made an adjustment to the chair. If reclining is a big deal to you, then you may not want to hear this next part. So yes, it does recline and that's great, but the chair right now is sitting at 90 degrees. You could only recline back to 120 degrees. And no, that's really not that far back. So if you're looking to really kind of get back there, almost like a freaking bed, and really enjoy yourself, this chair, it might not be for you. But don't get me wrong, 120 degrees for a lot of people is more than enough. By the way, for the height adjustment, it will go up about 4 inches, which may not seem like a lot, but ladies, it's a lot, okay? It's a lot. As far as materials go, I'm actually really impressed with this chair. It's got the perforated holes on the back and also where your ass goes, so that's breathability right there. It's thick, it's durable, it's not showing any signs of potential cracking yet, and of course I haven't used it that long, so I can't actually tell you how it's going to look 6 months, 1 year, 2 years from now. But my educated guess would be if you're not doing anything gross on this, you're not getting your sweaty thighs on it, it should look pretty close to how it is right here, right now. And don't get me wrong, it is comfortable. It's very cushioned. If you look at the arms, they got a lot of cushion right there. It's a comfortable chair, and at the price point, it's honestly a no-brainer. Speaking of price, if I did not know what this chair retailed for, I would assume it would be about $250 to $300. Honestly, and I don't think that's a crazy ask. The fact that this is $160 is insane. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave a link to this chair down below in the description. It is my Amazon affiliate link, so if you use that, I will earn a small kickback, which I would appreciate, but if not, no big deal. I did also want to say that this chair often goes out of stock, so if you find that it's not available, maybe check the next day, and if it's still not available, leave a comment down below, and I'll see if I can email them and find out when they're going to restock. But with that said, guys, don't forget, I'm Matt Philly and you're not. Get out of my face. Have a great day, and I'll catch you on the flippity flop.